Richard, what the hell is going on? I just came home to see some random woman waiting on the porch only for her to tell me that she's pregnant with your baby and that you're leaving me for her? Richard?
What? In case you can't tell, I'm actually dealing with a really bad situation right now, so I don't need you yelling at me as well.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, when my husband's pregnant mistress confronts me on the porch of my home, I thought that perhaps I would be able to actually confront my husband about it and get some answers. How silly of me. I should have known that you would just instantly go to that random woman's side and that you would expect me to say nothing at all.
Look, it's not like I planned for this to happen. I never wanted you to find out, especially not with Tracy coming to the house to tell you that she's pregnant with my baby. I mean, how bad does this make me look? All the neighbors will know and they'll start gossiping with whoever they can find. I'm gonna look like a complete moron for getting my girlfriend knocked up whilst I'm married.
Oh no, what a shame. I honestly don't care what you planned, Richard, or whether or not you wanted me to find out. The fact of the matter is that apparently you've been cheating on me with this woman, and now she's pregnant.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to sort out. I'm trying to fix everything so that it doesn't interfere with us.
Oh, there is not an us anymore. That ship sailed the moment you decided to go and sleep with another woman.
What are you going on about? You're my wife. We're married. You have to stay with me.
No, I really don't. I'm in the process of looking up how to get a divorce right now. I want nothing to do with you anymore. I mean, you think you look bad to the neighbors? I'm the naive idiot who didn't know her husband was cheating on her until his mistress literally shoved it in my face.
Well, I mean...
There's no getting out of this for you, Richard. We are so over.
You can't do that. Only the man can make that decision, and I'm not letting you get a divorce. I simply refuse. I won't sign any papers or anything.
Well, Richard, it's a good thing we don't live in the 1950s anymore, isn't it?
1950s? God, Sophie, there's no reason for you to be so sarcastic. I'm not trying to be rude to you, am I?
Refusing to sign divorce papers and trying to keep me hostage in a relationship with you? A cheating, selfish asshole? Yeah, I'd call that being pretty rude. But it doesn't matter. Even if you don't sign the divorce papers, I can just take you to court and have them end the marriage.
They wouldn't do that, would they?
If there's due cause for them to end it, yeah, the judge can legally terminate a marriage. And I think the fact that you've cheated on me and it's resulted in a baby with the other woman is a good enough reason for the marriage to be ended.
God, all you do is keep going on and on about that stupid baby.
Because that baby is proof that you've been unfaithful to me. And just FYI, probably not the best move to call your unborn child stupid. It really doesn't show good parenting skills.
I don't care. This is my child, not yours. I don't understand why you're getting so upset over everything. It's none of your business.
I think I'm allowed to feel angry and upset at the fact that I just discovered my husband has been cheating on me. And none of my business? That's laughable. This directly affects me and Kiara.
That's another thing. You can't divorce me because we have Kiara. We can't expect her to choose between her parents. It's not fair to her, and I'm not rearranging my schedule on a weekly basis just so that she can come and see you.
Well, you've not got any reason to worry then, because our daughter has chosen to stay with me.
What? You told her what was going on? How could you do that? Are you really that petty that you'd manipulate my own daughter against me?
I didn't tell her anything. Your girlfriend wasn't particularly quiet when she came to confront me, and Kiara was able to hear everything through the front door. And considering she's 13 years old, she's old enough to decide for herself what's right and what's wrong, and who she wants to be with.
So, that's it? You're not even gonna tell her my side of the story?
What is your side of the story? You cheated on me. That's it. But if you want to try and talk to her, then you can. You are her father. Just don't be surprised if she doesn't want to talk or listen to you. Just because you're her dad doesn't mean you get an automatic pass to act however you want. Kiara knows that what you've done is wrong, and she will deal with you how she sees fit. And if you even think about trying to guilt trip her or put any of your wrongdoings onto her, then you will have me to answer to. Do you understand?
What are you, her prison guard?
I'm her mom. And I will protect my daughter from harm, which includes emotional harm as well.
Well, she's gonna have a little brother or sister soon, so you can't stop her from meeting them and forming a bond with them.
Of course I wouldn't do that, if that is indeed what Kiara decides she wants to do. I mean, it's not the baby's fault that you and your girlfriend are both idiots. The child never asked to be born, so there's no reason to blame it for everything. This mess isn't the baby's fault. It's yours.
Well, maybe if you actually bothered to give me some attention every once in a while, this wouldn't have happened. Maybe I wouldn't have gone looking for someone better, someone who will actually treat me right, instead of you who's only interested in your stupid job and Kiara. How about showing your husband a little bit of love, huh?
Oh my god. You sound like such a toddler. I told you that my job would be taking up a little bit more of my time at the moment, as I have just been promoted. As well as that, Kiara is our daughter, and so she deserves attention and help, as being a teenager can be quite difficult. So I'm sorry if you felt as if I was ignoring you or whatever, but that isn't a reason or justification for going behind my back and sleeping with someone else. If you truly felt like that, then you should have talked to me. I mean, how could you do something so horrible to me?
Well, I mean, is it really that difficult to understand why?
What do you mean?
Fine, I'll spell it out for you. You're just so incredibly boring and dull, and that would be okay if I was actually able to use the money you earned to go and do whatever I wanted with it, but you spend it all on stupid things, like the house and your car and Kiara. There's never any left for me to have fun with. So, I mean, honestly, what kind of idiotic man would I be if I didn't go and find my own entertainment, free of charge? It's really not that big of a deal. Lots of men do it. You really should have seen this coming.
If you hate me so much, why did you bother agreeing to marry me in the first place?
Well, I thought that maybe you would rise in the ranks of your job to a high-paying position, then I could have the lifestyle I want, but even though you've been promoted, I still don't see a single penny of your wage.
So you were literally only with me for the money?
Yeah, pretty much.
You are seriously unbelievable. After everything I've done for you, I have worked so incredibly hard to build a home for our family, to earn the money needed to make sure that we never went without anything. Being a good mother to our daughter, who means the world to me, being a good wife to you, and yet you decided to throw it all away. And for what? Some quick night with a cheap woman? Well, fine. You can live with that mistake. Me and Kiara will live our lives free of you, and I will do everything I can to make sure Kiara never feels unloved.
I don't think so. Kiara's my daughter too, so if I have to fight you for custody, I will.
Well, you'll be in for a big fight then. I'll happily take you to court over this. I guess we'll have to see what happens. Until then, you can move out of my home. I'll keep Kiara here as it's a more stable environment than whatever random girl you end up with.
I don't think you're keeping the house. I am.
Actually, I'm the one who has been paying the mortgage and all of the bills. So it's actually mine.
I don't think so. The courts will definitely side with me on this one, especially considering I'll have custody of Kiara as well. You know, being a man and all, they'll know that I'm the better choice for Kiara to be raised by. They'll let me keep the house so that she doesn't have to move, and you'll continue to pay for it.
You really think they'll do that?
I'll certainly push for it. I know that.
You're a horrible man, and I can't believe I didn't see it before. All those years trying to please you and make you happy, and you couldn't have cared less about me. Do you even care about Kiara at all? Or is she just some sort of prize to be won to you?
Of course I do. Anyway, let's face it, you're not the brightest crayon in the pack, are you?
Huh?
I've been cheating on you with Tracy for at least 4 months now, and you didn't even notice. It's kinda sad, really.
4 months?
Yup, that's right. Tracy just gets me. Better than you, anyway.
Whatever. I don't even care anymore. I'll put all of your things on the sidewalk at some point. If you want them, you better be quick to get them.
You can't do that. That's my home.
No, actually, it isn't. It stopped being your home the minute you cheated on me and betrayed Kiara.
Oh, whatever. I'll be by later to get my things. I suppose the one good thing out of all this is that I finally get to be rid of you.
I feel exactly the same way about you.
Ugh, whatever. Just know that this isn't over. The courts will decide who gets custody of Kiara.
then I'll fight as hard as I can to try and gain full custody of her. She'd be better off without me than you and whatever woman you decided to be with that week.
Whatever, I've got a pregnant girlfriend to deal with right now, so I'm done humoring you.
Seriously, Richard? It's been 3 months since the divorce hearing and since I won full custody of Kiara, and you have yet to pay me a single alimony check? Kiara is your daughter as well, and you have a duty as her father to help out in raising her.
I don't care what the court said. I'm not giving you a single penny. I need this money for my new baby that Tracy's having. Do you know how expensive babies are? There is no way that I can give you money for Kiara. Besides, Kiara's 13 now. She doesn't need me babying her. She's old enough to be fine without me. And anyway, you wanted full custody of her, so you should have to raise her by yourself.
Seriously, Richard? You're just going to abandon your daughter like that? How could you do that to her? Kiara is still your daughter. Don't you love her?
Of course I love her. I just don't have time for her right now. I've got other things to deal with. My new baby is gonna need me to be a good father.
Kiara needs you to be a good father as well.
Blah, blah, blah. I don't have the money to give some to both Kiara and my new baby, so Kiara is gonna have to just get by with whatever you're able to earn. Got it?
And is that seriously how you feel? That's what you're going to go with?
Yes, it is. So just get over it already.
Fine. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Oh, I'm so scared. You're nothing but talk, Sophie. You're not gonna do anything, and we both know it. So just leave me alone and go live your pathetic little life.
Uh-huh.
Sophie, how could you do this to me? You seriously got the police involved simply because I wouldn't give you the alimony money?
Well, yeah, of course I did. I mean, after all, it is against the agreement of our divorce settlement, which means that you are technically breaking the law by not providing for your daughter.
But I told you that I can't afford to give money to both Kiara and raise my new baby. Plus, Tracy really doesn't want me spending money that she believes belongs to the new baby, as it's gonna need a lot of things in order to raise it properly.
Well, that's not my problem. Perhaps you should have thought about all of this before you went and cheated on me and got your girlfriend pregnant, huh?
I didn't plan for this to happen.
Well, that's obvious. You're not smart enough to do that. But it still doesn't negate the fact that you need to provide for your daughter.
Look, just call the police off, okay? I can't pay you and that's that.
Perhaps you could use some of that money you siphoned out of my bank account to pay the child support?
Huh? What do you mean?
Don't play dumb. I know you stole from me. So you can either pay me what you owe, or I can tell the police and have you arrested for theft. Your choice.
But...
Look, I really don't have the time nor the patience to deal with you right now. All I'm trying to do is make sure that Kiara is provided for. She's the only thing that matters to me. And just because you got another woman pregnant does not mean you don't still have a responsibility to your daughter. If I have to make sure you fulfill that responsibility, then so be it. So, if the money isn't in my account by the end of the day, I'll be contacting the police and having you arrested, understood?
Fine, I'll give you the stupid money.
Thank you. And just a warning, if you actually want to have a relationship with Kiara, you might want to actually bother to pick up a phone and talk to her. Otherwise, you're going to lose her. See you, Richard. Oh, and don't forget the alimony goes in once a month until Kiara's 18.
Yeah, I know.
Just double checking. Anyway, goodbye, Richard. Good luck with your new baby. I hope you're a better father to it than you are to Kiara. After that conversation, I am happy to say that Richard has kept true to his word and has given me the alimony money for Kiara every month. However, that's as far as his interactions with us go. Whilst I am not bothered in maintaining a relationship with him, Kiara was upset the first few months that he didn't reach out to her and visit her. However, I am talking her through how she feels, and we are getting through it together. She truly is one amazing little girl. As for Richard, I heard that his girlfriend gave birth to a baby boy. However, she is so incredibly demanding and expects Richard to do everything for her. I think she also might be cheating on him. However, their relationship is none of my business. I'm just happy to finally feel free again. Remember, don't settle for someone who treats you like rubbish. You deserve so much better.